Okay, my friends, I thought it over and thought it over. Now, I've never voted in my life, so if I had a chance to vote in the U.S. now, I'd vote Ron Paul. Now, the only problem with this is, A, if he makes it to the top, and is he really going to do what he says? Because he's talking, I'd rather go with somebody who's talking about the right things than somebody talking about the wrong things. It's easy to notice. Hey, imagine if Ron Paul turned around and go, okay, we're going to send more people to war. We're going to bomb Iran. That would be pretty stupid. He would never say that. They don't need it. He wouldn't win. If they were able to do that, they'd be able to fix the ballot box. Okay? If Ron Paul's a liar, well, then it's the end of the world because he's the last straw. If there was any Messiah in the world, when I got sick with bipolar, that thing Messiah and Jesus, that's all that came to me. And it told me it's going to happen soon. I'm not going to tell you the whole story. And you know what? It might just be the man with my name, Ron Paul, a president with two names, with a heart of gold. My question is to Ron Paul. Hey, Ron Paul, I know you're not going to talk about this because you might turn off 50% of the people, but the freedom you're talking about, is that the 1960 freedom you're talking about, where we can take a joint out and smoke it on the street, marijuana, legal? Let them bring it in. Whoever brings it in, let them bring it in. It's their business. Let them bring it in. Just tell them to pay their taxes. That's all. That's all. All you want is the taxes now. They don't have to hide it. Let them bring it in. What's the difference? And if you can grow your own America, if Americans can grow their own weed now, well, grow it, man. What do you think? They put the world here for laws and regulations? I don't know how many animals in the forest have laws and regulations. They fall into law and regulation when they get their fingers cut off half the time. Anyways, one thing I want to tell you, if you ever hear this code, okay, remember this code, photo. Yes, a picture photo, okay? But in French, you know what photo means? Photo means false tax. False tax. Another thing I want to tell you that I found tonight, and I knew it from the last 7 years, but just because the numbers worked out, DNA. If you want to know where man is from, well, wouldn't you think that numerology would be able to find out what it's all about? It says Mediterranean. D is the fourth letter in the alphabet. N is the 14th letter. A is 1. It says 4141, total of 82. But I'll tell you what the 41 is. 41 is the Mediterranean because it's the monopoly, 41st one. God gave it to us in funny little ways, sending out a 73-year-old guy to the American presidency to run over all these guys who've been bamboozling us with all these lies over the past years, and then the Canadian government to get involved. No wonder Rennie Levesque wanted to get out of here. Hey, did you hear that stint? One of them said, he says they want to get rid of all the Goyim. Rennie Levesque wanted to get rid of the whole world. He just wanted to separate so he can just live in his own world. Now, was he going to do good? Well, he didn't make it long enough into term to know, and he always got voted out because he wanted to separate. Nobody else did. We didn't understand back then. You know what I'm saying? No. Goyim, Jew. Hey, Goyim! Yeah, Jew? What's going on? Don't know. A couple of guys across the street, they're making fun of me. Who are they? The Hispanic. Oh, don't worry about the Hispanic. I'm married to their sister. You know what they said one day? We're all going to turn tan color our skin. Holy fuck. People of the world, what's the difference? That's life. The animal, do the spots change on the animal? Does one zebra, if it's a zebra, it's a zebra. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter what kind of stripes the zebra has. If it's a zebra, and he jumps on another zebra, he ain't going to say, hey, man, you ain't got the same stripes as me. That's bullcrap. When harmony and love exists in this world, there is no such thing as color. Money doesn't exist. And this world is so much better off with, for me, like I said, I got a few bucks today, $300. And 60 went one way, 45 went in gas, 105 gone. I'm down to 190. I made a small shop at $80. It's only going to last me 3 days, this shop. One of the things is I had to buy a cat litter and I had to buy some more cat food. I go through whatever, $250 a month. I'm down to like 90 bucks, 80 bucks already. And I got to go till next week before I get any more money. How am I going to make it in a sane world? The guy who loves to eat like me, normally you get a girlfriend and the time just passes just like that. But me, the only two friends I got are right here. And sometimes when you think that you're alone and you can't go out, you don't overspend, you know, it tortures the mind. I'm not talking about me, I'm talking in general. For many of the people, it tortures the mind. Now, very, very bad what I'm going to say, but we have to get rid of, I'm not sure, but I think we have to get rid of the casinos, especially in Montreal. I haven't been there in years, and I'm a big poker player. And what are we going to do if we don't play poker and go to the casino, go to those 7 bar machines, those machines, whatever? What are we going to do if we don't? Well, horse racing has been around forever, but that's another thing, you're gambling. And if we have enough money only to live, I mean, gambling and war is almost the same thing. You go to the gambling house, you can't bring back anything but money. You go to war and you leave all your bombs, your tanks, your dead people, and away from home and paying big salaries, and you come home with nothing. You see, the reason why fighting thousands of years ago wasn't so bad is because after they battled the other people, they took everything that was theirs. Well, what the fuck did they have? Jewels, money. What the hell? Can't eat money. The only thing money can do for you, I mean, how much further can you go than somebody coming into your house, cooking your food, whatever you want, having a house to live in, a couple of vacations a year? How much money do you really think you need to do all this? You don't need as much as you think. I mean, $7,000 in vacations a year. So let's look at it on a different side. $7,000 vacations a year. Okay? You want to eat decent? We'll spend $20 on food a day. Really doesn't cost much more than that. Let's say 30. Okay? 10,000 on food, 7,000 on vacation, 17,000. 4,000 on a car is 21,000. You got to pay your house, 10,000, 31,000. So yeah, I put it up there in vacation big time because it's including. I didn't say the gas for your car or anything else like that. So you're looking at $31,000 right now. So really and truthfully, I mean, that's what you need to live. I mean, I already did it anyways. I already did it. $472, everybody lives, not calculating the roads, the hospitals, and other things like that. But on $472, everybody lives. How many people are making 472 clear dollars in this world? Not a hell of a lot. I'm just talking basically North America. You know, I'm not. I mean, the last time I tried to get a date, she says, I mean, when it said check the box between 0 and 25,000, I says, why don't they put a box between 0 and 15,000? At least I'll be close. I mean, 0 to 25,000, I'm lying. I don't even make 3/4 of that. But that's okay. Is it? Oh, yes, yes. There is one other thing involved. I am, you see what I'm doing to the cigarette? I'm holding it up. Me too, I'm being held up. You understand what I'm saying? I'm being held up. No! Sure. Somebody's holding me up. Giving me like a little support. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to think. And you think I would have any sort of a mind? Okay, if I was able to come out here and say, oh my God, I have no money to eat. How can I do all these videos? You understand what I'm trying to say? No, I'm not talking forget about me. Forget about me. Me, nothing. I was talking in general, somebody like that. A lot of people, it's hard to keep a sane mind when the whole thing is, okay, what am I going to do tomorrow? We only have enough food for today. And then the next week comes, oh, we're going to be short 3 days at the end of every single month for a year. and you're always trying to think about how to get out, and it's not fun. And if we have these casinos and gambling things, then I mean, we don't make enough money, and we definitely don't know how to guide ourselves in spending it. I'm quite sure, not everybody, of course not. But anyways, in general, Raphael 7286, Ron Paul. That's the only way to go, my friends. There is no other way. There's no such thing as, the only thing that there is a dominion, okay? Just remember that, okay? Ron Paul stands for liberty, whether he lies or not. I've checked out video after video and listened to him talk and listened to his jokes and listened to a lot of things. And, you know, he seems pretty, it's crazy, but he seems like there's our Messiah. Where is our Messiah? Ron Paul. What? Messiah? Ron Paul. Okay? Don't worry about trading and trading and trading. Yes, you have to trade. Everybody makes such a big deal out of everything. It's not a big deal. Okay? Things will work out. You're not in war. In war, you got to say, oh my God, where are we going next? What's the plan for tomorrow? You know, when you're at war, the plans for tomorrow are very important. In trading, they're very important that you meet your deadlines. But really and truthfully, when you're looking for something in trading from another country, I mean, you're not held up for life. You know what I'm saying? I say vote Ron Paul. I say that, let me see what it says here. God tells your body, spirit, DNA. Dada. 4-1. If you say 4141 and you don't use the N, but you use the same letter, 1 or 4, it would actually say Dada on this thing. Okay? And at the same time, if you really look at this, okay, this says Danielle. D, Angel of North America. April Angel. A-N-D. D-N-A, A-N-D, DNA, A-N-D, A-N-D. Why DNA, A-N-D? Because it means D and who's the angel? DNA. And the passage, who's the angel? DNA. The Mediterranean is what they want, because that's the DNA, my friends, of the world. Those who came from the Mediterranean, those are the people of God. What? Israel? I don't, hold on a second. Hold on a second. If you're young, can I swear, please? Fuck. Ooh, you. Okay? I speak not of no religion. I don't think God would even want us to speak of any religion. Otherwise, I wouldn't think this way. Okay? If there's a religion, okay, it's a guide. It has nothing really to do with the religion. It's a guide. Even if it's the Hebrew guidebook. Well, what do you want? It had to come out under one name. I mean, how many names you want? Oh, we'll call it the Allah guidebook. Well, then no one wants to follow it. That's the problem with everybody. We put so many laws onto laws, it got so big that nobody follows those laws anymore. You know what I'm saying? And is it possible that everybody in this world is here for the Jews? I used to think like that when it was about me. Oh my God, tomorrow 7 billion people in this world are going to get up just because I'm alive. But when I'm dead, they're all gone. For me. For me. Vote Ron Paul, my friends. So we know the Mediterranean is the birth spot. We know 100% for sure, okay? If there are definitely, where is this? There's definitely, okay, thus as groups of 12, there's no, okay, no, I can't read you this, but I'm going to try and explain it to you. Because the Mediterranean is the piece of birth of the Son of Man, which is anybody born in the Mediterranean, okay, because the Zionists want this, or the Americans, or whoever it is, they want this because they know there's a connection there to the higher angels. And I believe why they know is because I think there are really and truthfully evil angels out there. okay? And they've been waiting for a long time to come to Earth because they can do whatever they want as spirit from a distance, but they can't take over the world without coming here. And the good angels at the same time know what's going on, so they too must come down to planet Earth. And that, I believe, is one of the reasons for Planet X, Nibiru, and whatever, because we have a come on, hoedown, my friends. We've got Western world of North America and what they call the aliens. I call them two shiploads of angels, good versus the evil. And guess what? The game has begun. 72-86, Raphael. Nah, don't end it that way. Why not? Oh, why don't you end it the other way? Oh, okay. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on his farm he had a quack duck, E-I-E-I-O. And on his farm he had a pig, E-I-E-I-O, with an oink oink here and an oink oink there, here an oink, there an oink, everywhere an oink oink. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Wait a second. Isn't this supposed to be serious so everybody would trust you and believe you and see you come online and follow you all over the place and trust you that your word, what you speak, is the purest of truth, and that you talk like you know, and then you come on and you babble and you sing, oh McDonald's. Who are you? Hey man, take me as whoever I am. I know what I'm here to do. Okay? And when it's hard getting right to the point and getting to do what I need to do, somehow I am blocked. So I will do anything in the manner of not hurting anybody with my own physical body. Go ahead and plant the seed into everybody's mind of how time came to be. Vote Ron Paul, my friends. Vote Ron Paul. I wish I had 100,000 hits, but I'm quite sure if I get my normal 7 hits, then Ron Paul, you might have 7 votes. Guys, if you're thinking not to vote Ron Paul, you only have to think of one thing. He doesn't want war. If somebody takes a missile and throws it into your backyard and you blow up, how's your missile going to go anywhere? And if you're blown up and dead, what do you have to kill them too? I don't get it. If I throw a missile somewhere, it blows up, who dies? I mean, how many of these missiles that they talk about, the atomic missiles or whatever, how many do we throw? I mean, all you have to do is throw all that dust. You don't even have to throw anything. Throw that dust like python seed or something. I mean, what's I mean, what's with everybody? Seriously, what's with everybody? If somebody wanted to bomb us, so what do you want to do? You can't go to their house. Hey, Ma, my friend says tomorrow he's going to whack me out. Well, Jimmy, go to the garage and get the baseball bat, and you go to his house tonight, and you whack him out first. What kind of crap is that? Holy Christ. Obama. And you know what? Like I said, even if God wants all these evil people to do this as part of the plan, God is also hoping that none of them will do it. But they still do it. Obama, his wife, his kids, it's so disgusting I can almost throw up. It's just so disgusting to know these people who are supposed to be smart are running after the money and they don't care who dies. Now the question like this would come, what would we do? Go after all the money and let everybody fall? Because that's what happens. At the beginning, you chase the money, you go, you make all this money. But half of those people that are in the Illuminati and more will not even make it down into the taverns underneath the mountains. They won't even make it in there, most of them. They promise, don't forget, The devil always promises. He promises everybody. So if the devil says we're going to bring down 100,000 people, they'll bring down 10,000. What are you going to do with 100,000 people? You can't control 100,000 people. 10,000 you can control. And even that much. But don't forget, it's not only the American government, it's around the world. Eh? Anyways, Raphael 7286. Raphael 7286. Ron Paul.